My friends, you are looking at an immortal. The Immortality Titan, welcome to today's video, my friends. The Immortality Titan welcomes you. Here's a request. Will you hit like and subscribe on this video before I give you the secrets of immortality? Yes? Great. Okay, thank you. So, today we're doing the Solar 3.0 Titan build. I've been in the lab for days trying to make an amazing build, and the truth is there is nothing that comes anywhere near close to how powerful this is. So of course, Lawley Splendor is the focus of the build, and now it has been changed for the third time, or maybe the fourth time this exotic has been completely changed. You can see what it does right here. When you are critically wounded with full class ability energy, or when you cast a barricade, create a sunspot at your location that has improved restoration effects. Because Sunspot has been changed, Sol Invictus, it is now an aspect, and it no longer gives you a damage buff. What it does is regen your abilities, and it also applies restoration, which heals you. So essentially, Lawley has become the Titan Wormhusk. Very, very much so. If you use 100 Resilience and Rally Barricade like I'm doing, you get your Rally Barricade every 16 seconds. Basically what that means is, every 16 seconds, if you are critically wounded, restoration will start to kick in, and you will start to heal. Restoration is a very, very strong type of healing that cannot be interrupted by taking damage. So someone can shoot you, but the second they stop, you will start healing again. Very, very powerful. As soon as you're weak, if you disengage, you're going back to full health every 16 seconds. Now, the other aspect is Consecration. I was thinking about making a build around this, but the truth is it's very situational and kind of gimmicky. When it pulls off, it's amazing. But actually what I've found is the best way to make use of Consecration is to use the first step of the melee, the initial jumping wave attack, to make yourself radiant, and go for the radiant damage buff. And that's where Ember of Solace comes in. Radiant and restoration effects apply to you have increased duration. So when we get radiant from our melee, it's going to last longer, and restoration is going to kick in, and it's going to kick in and last longer thanks to this fragment. You really want to run Ember of Solace. Of course, Ember of Torches is how we become radiant. Powered melee attacks against combatants make you and nearby allies radiant. So to do that, you need to slide and then press melee once. Don't follow up with the big slam. You'll get radiant just from tagging them with the initial flames. Now our final fragment is Ember of Singeing. Your class ability recharges faster when you scorch targets. So again, when you hit them with this or with your grenade, it will get your class ability back even quicker. And obviously the more often you have Rally Barricade, the more often you're going to start healing and uninterrupted healing every time you lose a gunfight. This is insane, okay? Now the weapons, I will go over them at the end of the video. If you want to know exactly what I'm using, well, you're gonna have to watch all the way. So it was kind of inevitable that I would settle on this build because it's just so powerful that you can't really look beyond it. Using a fusion and a pulse, getting off to a nice start here with a 2-piece. We got charge with light here because we have quick charge on, and there we go, using our lightweight pulse. If you guys want to see the rolls on these weapons, wait till the end of the video. Real simple. Take this guy out right here. If I get critically wounded, I know I'm going to start healing the Titan Wormhusk. And there, you see what I did there? I did that for the damage buff. Right, just send a little wave out. Now I've got Radiant, now I've got Restoration, and now it's time to put in work. I am like a raid boss, and look at that, I'm constantly healing. Look at all the buffs on the side of your screen. Restoration, Sol Invictus, so many things going on. And yeah, it's crazy. When you stood behind the Rally Barricade, it buffs your weapon as well. Range, reload speed, all sorts of things are going on. I overextended there, though. I should have stayed closer to the pillar to be inside cover. So the second the healing begins, if you're close to cover, it's very, very difficult for them to take you out because you cannot interrupt the healing. But that being said, that doesn't mean you can just run out there and eat loads of bullets and not die. Now, if you stand outside in the open and you're taking damage, you will still get taken out very quickly. The key is to combine movement and, like, you know, survival movement with the regeneration that it gives you. So if you're moving around doing your best to stay alive, you are extremely difficult to kill. But if you're doing all the things you should be doing to live, and there's that Radiant proc again, by the way, this is the best way to use this melee now. After a week of using it and umming and eyeing what's the best way to play this, using that little wave just to proc Radiant is definitely the play. And then you can see I've got Restoration, I've got Rally Barricade benefits, there's so many things going on. It's just a very, very powerful build. And frankly, nothing else on the Solar Titans kit comes close to this. Lawley Splendor is just in an absolute league of its own. You could use some other exotics that are typically good exotics. You know, your Synthos, your Peacekeepers, your One-Eyed Mask. but Lawley Splendor is so powerful that it just doesn't seem worth using anything else. There you go, I'm weak. And obviously I was able to get the trade, but typically speaking, I would have been dead before I even traded there in most cases. I feel, and this is a controversial take, let me know in the comment section if you agree, but I do think Lawley Splendor kind of encapsulates Bungie's lack of direction when it comes to what they want Titans to be. This exotic has had its identity switched around 3 or 4 different times now. Drastic changes to the exotic, not just a little nip and a tuck, but drastic, complete changes to the way it works. And you know, that is just, I don't know, it's kind of weird, man. I don't want to piss on anyone's parade, but I don't know how I feel. Like, this is very powerful, and I wanted to show you guys a powerful build. It's Solo 3.0. I need to show you the new hotness, right? That's what I like doing. I like making builds. If you're into build crafting and making good builds, make sure you subscribe, because that's what I like doing. But this, I don't know how I feel about it, man. It just feels like I'm not earning this, you know? What do you guys think? In PvP, does it make sense that every 16 seconds I have an ability that will just automatically kick in and start healing me every time I lose a gunfight or take too much damage? I don't know. On one hand, I feel like that, you know, you need to kind of know what you're doing to take advantage of this. Speaking of know what you're doing, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I'm just smashing the hammer everywhere. You kind of need to know what you're doing. You can't just run out there in the open. If you don't know how to use cover effectively and you don't have good movement, this exotic won't be as good for you. I'm trying to think from the opposite end perspective, you know, like, this is an amazing build. It's so powerful. It's so, I can't explain it. It just, you genuinely, I've never felt so unkillable playing this game before. Now, if you're in PvE, I've seen clips of people literally just standing around and dregs cannot kill them. You are literally immortal with this build in PvE. That's not the case in PvP. If you stand around, you will get taken out. But it's so powerful, man. It's so scary. I think I would say it's scary. I'm just roaming around. I've got my shoulder charge now to go with the movement. I've got the big melee attack to make me radiant. You know, you've got Sol Invictus for restoration and ability regeneration. Look at that. He got me really weak. Now he's going to come back around and I'm full health and he's still one shot. You see the difference, don't you? It's quite incredible, really, man. It really is quite incredible. And also kind of cheesy. It is kind of cheesy. Would you agree? I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. If you're a Titan main, don't get mad at me for just being honest. I'm honest about everything. Even if it's a Titan thing, if it's kind of stupid, I'm going to say it's kind of stupid. I guess I'm just kind of salty as well, because I'm just, frankly, I'm disappointed with the build crafting potential of Solar Titan in PvP. There is one build I've got my eye on, I'm waiting for, but we need to do like 20 million dungeons or something until it unlocks the extra fragments. So I do have another build I'm holding off on, but every single build I came up with apart from this just felt gimmicky and, you know, just troll sort of stuff. Not a serious PvP loadout. Not a loadout you'd use in comp, not a loadout you'd use in trials. Maybe a loadout you could have a little bit of fun with in sixes, and that's it. And that to me is majorly disappointing. The feeling that I'm getting is that Bungie just want every single Solar Titan to run 100 Resilience and Lowly Splendor. And is that really build crafting? I'm sick of this term, build crafting. I wish they never started saying this, man. Because people are just, I don't know, man. You have to craft into it. What, I have to craft into Immortality by putting 100 Resilience? And putting on a helmet? I'm saying, I just wish there was a little more, man. A little bit more dynamism, you know? A little bit more something. This just Titan Wormhusk, man. In some ways, it's almost worse than Wormhusk because you don't even have to do anything to activate it. You just need to have your charge melee ready and it just happens. Obviously, the other side to this exotic is you can use it preemptively as well. Very powerful, man. To just kick in your infinite healing before you take a fight. It's extremely powerful. You can be so liberal with your usage of this because the cooldown is 16 seconds. In fact, it's less than 16 seconds because I have double utility kickstart on as well. Although I'm not sure if that even works with stasis or with solar perks. But point is, man, this is just something else. I hope this match was a decent indicator of the strength of this build. Trust me when I say this, it is insane. The Immortality Titan build is the only Solar 3.0 build that clearly stands out. And that is my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and drop a comment and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.